Well, hello friends, welcome back once again to the Satisfactory Overexplained Let's Play beginner guide tutorial thing. How are you doing? I hope you're doing good. I'm not doing great. I've not been feeling too great recently, and I'm going to admit I've done a lot between episodes, probably about 6 hours worth. Put some stuff on the screen there. We're going to talk about that in a little while. But I just wasn't feeling up for recording. But before we look at any of the fancy stuff I've done there, you can look, we've got increasing the modular frames, we've built a road, I've made nobelisk and ammo factories, checking out those spare motors and whether they're being sunk, and the biofuel factory. I've made a liquid biofuel factory. So we're going to look at all of those things, but the first thing we're going to do today is sort out these AI limiters, because we started that last time and I was like, I wanted to finish them, but we're definitely finishing that on this episode today. So let's get cracking. You can see here, I have had a thought that I've probably done this in a slightly squiffy way, but because this, originally, I wanted to put this truck stop on the left, because I was thinking about this being like a one-way thing, but now that I've separated the roads a bit more clearly and made it a wider road, he could have just gone the other side, really, and it would have been fine. There's a part of me that's tempted to just actually do that, but I've set everything up in a way now where I think it makes more sense that he stays this side. So what I've done is I've artificially filled him with copper sheets, right? And the reason I've done that is because I thought originally I was going to have 2 trucks bringing the copper sheets, but I was wondering, how am I going to make that work? So what I'm going to try instead, because please believe me here, look, I've never managed to get trucks working very well other than just doing like a direct two-stop thing. So what we're going to try and get working here is a truck's going to come from up here where we're making our copper sheets. He's going to come here, and this is almost full, right? Because it might have taken some to use up here in our AI limiters. So it's going to fill up what it can, but then keep the rest of the copper sheets it's carrying, and then drive off with them to take them somewhere else. That's what I'm hoping will happen. But I think I need to go and make one more truck stop that we haven't made. So we'll just have a little walk down this road that I've made. So I've tried using these little beams to separate into lanes at points. And although I think we're probably not going to have more than one car coming this direction, it's a good habit to try to be in, just so when you do make more complicated routes and there's many tractors going around, that they've got clear sides of the road to stay on. And they work generally okay if you do it that way. But I've had to do crazy. I think it's just when you make them turn across each other, that's just where things just tend to go wrong for some reason. So I've done all this road. Looks very fancy looking. This bit's been tarmacked. It looks quite nice. But we've joined this right the way up, all the way up to here. And I just want to put, because I'm thinking our circuit factory that we're going to make, it's probably going to just be up here. We'll probably put it next to this what's he called, a pylon power pole thing. So, but I want to just put temporarily then, just to test this. Oh, it doesn't have to be temporarily. If it works, we'll just leave it here and we'll build around it. But I want to do a truck station about here, I think. Let's try and get him neatly on the texture. I can just see it behind. That looks, oh no, wait. Oh, I don't know, backwards. No, I haven't. Sorry, it's early. It's a weekend today and I'm doing some daytime recording for once. But let's see. Right. So we've got this guy set up. He needs some power so that he works. He needs to be set to drop off mode, which he is. Load. Great. We're going to call this, we'll just call it the circuit drop off. In fact, let's just call it circuit factory drop off. So I remember what that is. Oh, spoilers. We've got some fancy fuel types up here. We'll look at those in a little bit. They're very good though. So we've got that set up. That's cool. So he's ready to take whatever the truck brings him. So the route is going to be essentially, we'll start up here, pick up some plastic, do a refuel, come here, drop off anything that the tractor is carrying. So hopefully at that point it'll still have some copper left over from the earlier stop. It'll drop off the plastic and copper here, and it'll go back and then just repeat that. And the fact that the AI limiter truck stop is full of copper already should hopefully keep it balanced. So we'll have to see. I'm producing slightly more copper than both of these factories will need, so hopefully it should maintain an equilibrium, I hope. I have no idea. Not tested it, so we're going to find that out. One thing I do want to test right now though, I was thinking about this one, is just to see which fuel type's more efficient. Sorry, not fuel type, which vehicles are more efficient I want to try both of these vehicles, and we'll do like a little test to see how far they can drive on this little bit before they've used 1 unit of fuel. I don't know if it's going to be long enough. We might have to just wing it a little bit. Maybe we'll go right to the back over here. This way we've got as long as possible to see how long it is before they use 1 unit of fuel. And that should just give us a nice idea. I'm going to make a tractor. There he is. Oh, look how tiny it is compared to the truck. So if we give both of these guys a little bit of fuel, and let's use the packaged fuel regular version. How do I make a nice even number, please? 10. There we go. Oh, wait, I found this out the other day. There is a way you can... How did I do it? You can split the... You can click on them, and it brings up a little dialogue that shows you like a split. How did I do that? Hang on, we're going to figure this out. Was it like control click? Control right click, alt right click, shift right click? I swear to God I did that. How did I do that? So I remember doing it and going like, oh, I need to point that out when I do a video. God damn it. I'm sure somebody will tell me in the comments. Please tell me. I'll have to look it up later. Right. So let's just separate these down a little bit. There's 10. Let's just give him 10. Oh, in fact, I've got 2 stacks of 9. That's bad. You can have 9. And you can have 9. Right, let's test this guy first, because I think he's gonna go the furthest for sure. So they're about at the same position. So we'll just drive in a straight line, and as soon as that, down at the bottom here, as soon as this changes to 8, that's when we'll stop, right? So let's see. Oh, it did straight away. That's a bit annoying. Maybe we'll wait until it changes to 7 then. Oh God, it's not going to do it. It's not long enough. Oh no, just at the end, look. So that's fine. He got to literally there, and it changed to 7. So that's quite interesting. So he can go that far on 1 unit of fuel, and then hopefully this guy's going to behave in exactly the same way, and it will drop to 8 immediately, and then we'll watch for when it drops to 7. What the heck was going on? What was inside that mushroom? Interesting. Yeah, so that dropped to 8 straight away as well, so that's good. Okay, do you know what? There's not that much in it, is there? I'd say it's probably... I let off the gas. I shouldn't have done that, because I think that changes the fuel consumption, but... So that isn't that much difference. These guys are a lot better handling than these. These guys tend to bounce around a lot, especially on like steep slopes, and you fall over or tip them over. I've done that quite a lot. So we might actually set this route up with a big boy then. That'll be cool. Excellent. Okay, so let's, without further ado... I know that's not the real phrase, I just like being silly. Let's start, we'll put a truck here then, and we'll get him doing this route. Let's dump him in some fuel. Let's give him, well, he can have all of the fuel I've got for now, so he's carrying 70. Let's just get in, and what we'll do is we'll open the record menu. Let me just have a quick think. Is everything in order? I think it is. I think the only thing that isn't is that the truck stop up there doesn't have power, but that doesn't matter for now because we're just going to be recording the route. I can sort all that stuff out when we do it. We'll follow the truck and test it just to make sure it looks like it's working afterwards. So let's start recording and we'll just go. So this bit's a little bit tedious because it is going to take however many minutes it takes us to do this route. Oh, do you like my little lines and arrows on the floor? So you can do those everywhere. They're quite handy. Oh, I'd left a little tractor there. So he's going to stop at this one. There we go. As soon as you see the press F to load cargo, that means you're at the right place. And he'll get a stop there now, like an official stop. I shouldn't have done that, actually, that reverse. Because if another tractor comes up here, it's going to cause an issue, isn't it? Right, hang on. We're going to stop recording. Start recording again. Right. These two truck stops feel a little bit too close together. So he's going to load here. He'll probably ding the other one by accident. I don't want him to do that, but we'll delete the checkpoint afterwards. Hopefully. Why is he not getting the stops thing here? Maybe it did. Oh, it did get a stop symbol. We'll see. We'll make sure that works afterwards. And then we'll just head back. We want to stop at this one as well. Oh my God. The handling. I said it was better handling, but it is a bit slidey. So then we stop here and we drop off anything that this truck's still carrying. And then we head back to go and get some more copper. Okay. Oh, we've got to be careful as well. These things are quite beastly in terms of like stopping. It takes them quite a while, so you have to be, whoa, very liberal with the brake, is what I'll say. I should have put a little wall around that side just to help avoid mishaps. But I think we're good. So we'll head up here. Sticking to the left-hand side. I did have to build over some of this because it was so bumpy down here. Oh god, this is a bit narrow for this guy. See if we can get him through there though. Oh, just about. I might have to move that little barrier just a tad. Right, up here. Oh, this is a bit of a hill. But we're good. We're good. Oh, I haven't renamed that docking station. Look where the copper is. We'll change that to copper pickup in a bit, if I remember. Among the many millions of things I'm trying to remember while playing this game. Right, cool. We made it up. So see, we could have put the drop off this side, but I think it just messes up the plan of having a full station. Oh, hit a creature. Oh, did I just run over one of those little dog things? Oh, God. Oops. I did also hit the achievement for 5,000 foundations laid off camera as well, so that was pretty big. Right, so there we go. That's picking up some more copper sheets. La la la. We'll just wait here for a few seconds. You don't have to wait, but I just like to, because I'm weird like that. Right, so now I'll head back down. Hopefully, let's not fall down too far. Try not to cross over our existing path. And then we'll come here and drop off any sheets we've picked up. Great. And we'll go this way. Almost there, lads. It's quite a long route, isn't it? That's what's good with getting the trucks to do it. And it does give quite a nice bit of like energy to the place. It feels like there's people here in a weird way. Do you know what I mean? Once you've got a few cars just like ticking about, it's quite nice. Alright. Oh God. It's alright, we got this. Right, sweet. How much fuel have we used? Did it refill? I wasn't paying attention when we went past the station. Because that's quite a lot if we've used that much fuel from 100. But if we've used from 70, that's not too bad. I'll have to see. I'll have to, you can check the routes afterwards. I'll show you how you do that. You can see how much fuel they consume. Right, nearly home. Nearly home. And then we can just do a little quick test to make sure it looks like it's working. Right, where's our start point? Here he is. Just ahead. Dunk. Right. So, we can, if you don't, this is one thing, when we talked about this before, we saved the path. You can save the paths if you want. You don't have to, though. So this car has now got this path that we've just recorded is his current path. I won't be able to set that path to any other vehicle without saving it first and then loading it on that vehicle. But this we'll leave it without saving just for now, just so we can see if it works. And then once we're happy it works, we'll save it at that point. Right, so I'm about to turn his autopilot on, but what I want to do is let's just make sure we power this guy up. I stopped his power so that this guy didn't become full of plastic. And the reason I've done that is because if he's full of plastic, it will literally fill this guy with plastic straight away, and I don't want it to do that. I want it to just take like 1 or 2 stacks or however many it's got at that point. So let's just power this up so that then it'll work and he'll be able to pick up some plastic and it'll start loading plastic again then as well. So we'll turn that on. So that starts. Let's hop in quick, open this, turn on autopilot and jump back out, and he should just start moving any second now. He's already got some plastic. Does it triggered it already? Oh yeah, look, the animation's going. So they're always a bit, they're not always, but oftentimes they do get a bit squiffy. I think he's stopped because he's close enough to trigger the weight So that's what it's doing. You can see the little yellow pauses here for the stop at this station, so that's fine. Oh, there we go. We had to do a little teleport. Are you going to turn? Oh, God. This one's not powered, so that's why we didn't get a stop symbol at this one, thankfully. And then hopefully he's going to refill with fuel when he stops here. Yes, it's just gone back up to 100. Oh, golly. Yeah, not been feeling good. My throat's really... Ugh. Anyway, so he's refilled on fuel, so that's grand. Looks like he's working so far. Come on then, mate. Let's go for a little journey, and we'll see how you're doing. Beautiful. So he should reach here now and drop off all that plastic he's carrying. So we'll just watch and make sure that that happens. Here he comes. Oh, no. You should be an unload. Oh, bugger. I wonder if I can... Hang on. Let's see if we can jimmy the route a little bit. If I just reverse him a minute and then tell him to resume route from back here, hopefully he'll redo this stop. We'll see. Oh, go run over. There we go. Chivo for that. Nice. Let's go and see. No, so now he should have unloaded. Yeah, grand. So there we go. He's dropped off the plastic, as we hoped he would. It was 100... I thought he picked up like 200 and something. No, that was it. Okay. So off he goes. We need to try and get a shift on so we can beat him to the next place, though. We should be able to just about do it if we do a bunch of duck jumps. He has to do a load of corners and we don't, so... So long, sucker. Hopefully he's not going to fall off. Don't fall off, mate. Oh, God. There he goes. Go on. Yeah. You don't have to worry when stuff like this happens, though, because if you watch, look, he'll just teleport back up onto the road in a second. We'll go... Maybe we'll put a wall there the next time we run past to make sure... Hey, come on. I've just told everybody that you teleport back onto the road after a few seconds. There we go, he's done it. So they can't get stuck like that. That never seems to happen. I'm presuming because it doesn't actually render them and actually simulate their driving when they're far away from you. It just does it based on these little points in the time. So you don't have to worry about them crashing or falling in the water too much. But anyway, right. So he's coming up here now. So he's not carrying anything anymore. He's just carrying a tiny bit of... well, no, he won't be carrying anything at this point. But what we want him to do now is come up here and pick up some more copper sheets. So this guy's going to be really... Well, it's entirely full, I believe. So I'm going to leave it entirely full, because what I'm not sure that happens... If a truck stop isn't powered, right? When a truck arrives, it gets stuck and it waits here until it gets powered. So I just want to see what happens. If this thing is completely full, does it also get stuck or does it carry on? I'm hoping it carries on, or else this entire plan is screwed and it's not going to work. It must work like this, please. Please let it work. And how much copper has this guy got? Oh, holy cow, that's way too much. Let's get rid of some of this. I don't want him to have that much. Let's just let him have like 1 and a bit stacks. That'll do just fine, I think. I'll just bin all of this off as well for now. We don't need that. Right. So these guys are all ticking along nicely. This all seems to be working. Copper sheets are filling up. They're producing not too quick. I think... Oh, he's here. I think we were making... What was it? 10, 10 and 15? The last one overclocked? Yeah. So he's just picking up now. Grand. Good work, Mr. Truck. So... Okay, this guy's filling up again now, so that's fine. How much fuel have you used so far? Only 10? Oh, that's perfect. Okay, that's good. This is approximately halfway, right? So, like, that's good. 10 fuel for the route is not too bad. The thing you've got to be careful of, you see, over time is just like whether you're producing enough fuel to fill all of your vehicles. So it's quite hard to get a gauge of like how much fuel per minute you're using for that purpose. I think I haven't figured out a good way of doing that. Are you doing all right, Mr. Truck? So he's coming here. This guy is full of copper sheets. Let's see what happens. Things coming out. Obviously not going to be able to pick anything up because it's full. Yeah. So he's still got his copper. Yeah. Okay, it looks like it's working. Oh, yeah. Can I delete this square? Maybe I'll delete that one. Don't think we need it. And this one. A bit dark, isn't it? Right. Hey, Mr. Truck, wait for me a minute. Okay, this is looking cool. Right, let's race ahead again then, and hope for... Oh, God! Oh, my days. Well, that's one way to get down the hill. Come on, mate. Quick, he's going to come and run us over again. Oh, we did talk about moving this one just a little bit. Maybe we'll do it. I'm going to leave him go now because I'm quite happy that it's going to actually work. So let him go a sec. Let me just build this thing a little bit more in this direction. So this is how I did this. I just did some of these beams. Did 2 little stubby ones like that, just coming out of the floor on default build mode. And then if you put it on like the freeform build mode, I can then connect these just by doing this, which is quite, it looks a little bit wonky, but I don't really care. It does the job perfectly well. So there he goes, boosting away. Oh, we got some good things to go and see though. I'm excited to go and see some of the stuff we've built. But this looks like it's working now. We can hopefully get the AI limiters sorted, and then we'll do a circuit factory, and then maybe to finish the episode we'll go, or see how we're doing on time, but we'll go and look around all the new stuff that I've made. Right, off he goes, doing his last little turn. Moment of truth incoming. So what we'll do is we'll hop inside and save his route on his way back once he comes back. But that's not too shabby at all. He's done great work there. Good work, little truck. I just want to make sure you come back. Let's take out this plastic again now, and then we'll have a good idea. Well, it's not going to be a good idea. I'll have a good idea of how much plastic he gets after one lap anyway. And it should be enough, because ultimately he's going to pick up as much as he can from that side as is getting produced. We're overproducing over there already. So, you know, this guy should be getting too much plastic, if anything. So what we need to do is make sure we put in some sort of valve and release into our circuit factory so that it uses enough of the plastic and then just sinks the rest, because this is going to be, you know, he's going to constantly be bringing stuff. We don't want it to fill up with plastic and get backed up so we can't drop off copper anymore, for example. So it does get a bit like, I think it's like logistically quite tricky to manage. It takes a lot of setting up these two. That's why I did belts a lot, because you just don't have to fanny about with all of this stuff. But there we go. So wow. See, that's like, we got 2 whole stacks there, so that's quite a lot. But this is looking good. I wanted to record the route. Come here, truck. Come here. Come here. Oh my god, he's too fast. Come here, I say. There we go. Save the path. He's probably going to just drive off the edge now like a complete lunatic. Copper plastic, I don't know what to call it. Let's just call it copper plastic route for now. Save. Right, cool. So that's saved. What you can do now, see, is when you look at this, it tells you these sorts of stats. So we can see, like, that's how long the path length is. Distance, I'm not sure. I think that's distance from the nearest waypoint. You know, these little blue things. Sometimes when you try and load a path, it says you're too far from the path to load it, and I think that's because the vehicle is too far from any one of the waypoints, so it doesn't know how to get there. That's how many vehicles are on the route, and then we've got, it takes 16 packaged fuel per run. So that's actually pretty good. I'm happy with that. Okay, so let's get out. Let him carry on. Off you go, sir. We're going to... straight over into the water again. What an absolute idiot. Good work, mate. Good work. Off he goes. But never mind. Silly computer-controlled cars. What are they like? So, let's go and hook this stuff up here now. And now we can start actually automating our AR limiters. Yay! Like 7 hours later for me, but we move. What else do we need to do then? So I'm just looking at the list. Oh yeah, so we've got, if you look down at the second half of that to-do list, we've got circuit factory, automate AI limiters, increase modular frame properly. So the modular frames, I realised the problem with those was that I was just sending all of it to be used in versatile frames, and that was the priority. Versatile frames were the priority, not storage. So we were only sending 0.5 per minute to storage, which is very, very low. It had a very long conveyor belt. So I just changed that priority around, so it's prioritising storage first. So that means our versatile frameworks, which we need as an objective up here, are counting up a bit slow, but they're nearly full at this point, so it doesn't really matter. But what I would like to do is go and increase the production on those modular frames properly. So we'll tune up the ingots, tune up the ore coming in, and all of that stuff, and then we'll just overclock the machine or something to get it producing more. Just so we've got plenty of versatile frames that we're sinking, and that we can have a good stockpile as well. Right. Oh yes, we worked this out to be, that's exactly how much quickwire I was making, I think. So let's have a look. What is this? Is this a Mark 1 miner or a Mark 2 miner? It's a Mark 1 miner, so we can expand this if we want. But I'm not sure we're going to do that today. We'll wait for now. We'll use exactly what we're making because we've got plenty of quickwire. And the main thing I want quickwire for is AI limiters. So once our AI limiters are full, we'll still be stockpiling quickwire as we need it. I'm not building much that uses direct quickwire because we haven't unlocked actually the Power Pole Mark II, which I used to really love, but I haven't had much use to use it since I do things a bit more carefully now. But Power Pole Mark II uses it. I can't really think of much else that uses it off the top of my head. So anywho, let's get this stuff hooked up. So he's making our AI limiters. So what we want to do is probably, so this is where it goes, it merges down into there. So what's going on? Let me try and figure this out. Oh no, I've already hooked it up. That's what that is. Okay, so that's our, bloody hell mate. It's early, I told you. I should have made a coffee before I started. But here we go. There's our tractor going. So all I need to do is bring in some of those copper sheets into this thing here. And I'm going to do it with a nice slow belt, the slowest belt possible, because we don't want this guy to empty out completely. And we want a nice short belt, actually, if possible, too. So what we might do, where's our entrance point? It's over there. So if I just stretch these out a little bit to help me figure out where I want to go. And we'll stretch it out this way as well. Oh no, that's not going to work. This one might, though. So what I'm hoping we can do, which one's the output? This side. So if we stick one of these on, I'm hoping, can I do some shenanigans where we use like is it? Oh, it's not high enough. Oh, that was a proper optical illusion. All right, let's do that again. We want to get him as high as possible, I think. Like there. I thought that's what I did last time. And then hopefully we can do a conveyor belt like this. And it's using like the little ceiling things. So that's great. Well, how do I get this where I want it? And what's straight? Nothing looks straight. I don't know what's going on. Right, so if we do that, that looks kind of straight. Look how wonky it is. What is happening with that? Very hard when you're aiming almost straight up. Right, there we go. We've corrected it. That'll do. Straight enough for sure. And then... So where's the entrance for that? Oh. Bugger. Right. Let's... How do we get up there? So we've got it over there, look, and we need it to come in here. So if I put another one of these guys here facing that way, we should be able to just link that up now, nice and easy. Like this. Bingo. So there we go, that's our copper sheets coming in. So this guy just needs to be hooked up to some power now, and we should be good. Lads, we should be good. Where have I got? Have I got any accessible power down here somewhere? Oh, here's some. So if we just bring him up like that, connect it like that. Right, that should be it. He's letting in the stuff he needs to. This guy's letting in the stuff he needs to. It'll be interesting to see like how much now... How much this is emptied in that time. Nearly one whole stack, look. And then this should slow down in a second. Once the belt actually stops moving, we're going to be a bit slow here and just watch what happens. So all of this is getting fed in. He's got a green light on already, because what we need is the machine to overflow as well. So what I might do, let's run up here. We'll grab a couple of stacks from up here. I'm still worried it's not going to work. It feels like there's so many factors to consider. Oh, there wasn't actually that much there. I can take some out of my my pocket store, my dimensional storage. Oh, here he comes now anyway, so this is going to be interesting. All I wanted to do was like fill the machine, but it looks like it's nearly done that itself, because it looked like that belt was stopped then. So if we fill this, like so, that will now stop the belt moving as much. And then hopefully, I take a stack of copper sheets here. So yeah, look, he's hovering on, this one's just got 16 spare at the moment, so I'm going to fill that up just for now. It's not the best thing to do, but hopefully, now that this thing's actually running, it's going to start using the copper sheets at the proper rate. I hope. So I think maybe we just trust this and let it run for a bit. We'll go and build our circuit factory, and then we'll come and sort of try and check on things and make sure that they look like they're working properly. Oh, here he comes. So he should be able to just drop off 10. It looks like he's already done it, but does that mean he's got no copper now? No, come here, I want to see. What are you holding? Oh no, he's got 15 still. Okay, good. I just hope it works, lads, because I'm going to be sad if it doesn't. I'm going to be real sad. If it doesn't, though, what I'll do is I'll just go and tune up the processing of the copper sheets, so when it drops off here, it's definitely full every time. It's not ideal, but we'll just do it that way and deal with the excess by syncing it at the circuit factory. But this should be cool now, because he's only going to take, hopefully, exactly the copper he needs from that store, and then just get topped up, and then the rest of it is going to get dumped at the other side, so that should be all good. This production, oh yeah, it's got gaps because it's producing at a slightly strange rate, that's fine. Okay. Slightly nervous about this, but we move. So, let's put, am I allowed to put a little, can I interact with my to-do list? No? What if I do this? Will you let me interact with it now? Yes. How strange. Automate AI limiters. Oh, we didn't check that it was all done properly. There's an easy way to check though. Hopefully we can look at it here. And is this number going to go up? Please go up, number. If you don't go up, I'm going back. Oh no, it went up! Yeah, there we go. So we know that the Connect at least is producing and is going into that box. So that's half of the barrel. I need to do something about this transport arrangement, because I kind of feel like this goes underneath, which is not what I want, and the other one goes right up to the home base, which also isn't what I want. We need one that's like, we need to stop here now. We might have to rejig this a little bit once we've built a bit. Oh, no. That's not what I wanted. I always love how colourful and sort of overgrown this bit looks when we come here. This is a cool looking little factory. I like it. It's all wild. It's nice. Right, so let's get these circuits built next then. So there's our little truck going. He should be dropping off. This guy should be getting a nice little supply of stuff now. And hopefully this is all gonna work out just fine. Fingers crossed. Let's see. Yeah, look, he's got a few good stacks of stuff now, so that's cool. Let's figure out this factory real quick. So this should be quite a simple one, because right, let's think about it. We need an assembler for our for making our circuit boards. So maybe we'll put him there for now. So let's get circuit board in there. So he's going to be just taking literally the exact ingredients we've got coming out of that truck stop. So what I'm going to do is we need to make sure that the truck stop doesn't get overloaded, really. Although what would happen... Yeah, because the reason I don't want it to get overloaded is because one of these ingredients, look, you can already see the plastic is going to fill up faster than the copper. So you never want to get to a situation where it's so full of plastic that we can't drop any copper off. So what I'm going to do, and I'm using slight experience here because I did a very similar thing on another thing that I built earlier. So we'll go and look at that soon. But we'll do the same tactic here. So essentially what we'll use is a couple of boxes, a couple of storage boxes as like an overflow. of sorts that we can just dump out everything that's in this box into these straight away. And what we'll do is we'll put some smart splitters on here. I'm trying to think of the nicest way to do this. That'll look sort of semi-pleasant. I'll figure that out in a second. So we're going to have a smart splitter here and a smart splitter here. No, we need more space. We need more space. For sure. Let's move this back a little bit. And in fact, we'll delete this as well. Let me think about this. Let's go up here. No, no, no. So, which one's out? This side. Okay, fine. So we're going to have our smart splitter. He's going to be fed in this direction. Let's just pop him here. I'll pop another one here. So the first one we'll say is going to do our plastic, and it'll filter the plastic off into this box as fast as it can. Then, was that actually in line? Yeah, it is. And we'll make these are all going to be Mark IV belts, just to like pull everything out of this box as fast as it can. Look at that go. Oh, no, 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 I shouldn't have done it yet because I haven't set up the rules on the splitters. And I've just done them as normal splitters. Wait a goddamn second. I did have this exact same problem when I was doing the other one of these and I completely forgot. Right, let's try again. We'll go slower. So, smart splitter 1, smart splitter 2. We'll have a storage box for each of these. And then, so let's connect all of these up, except we won't join them up to the actual truck stop just yet. And then we're going to need, I think, do we have some sort of general overflow? So we need like overflows at each phase of this now. So if this gets backed up and we can no longer send the thing we want that way, we need to overflow. So what we're going to say is, which way is the right direction? This way. So center output is going to be, let's say that's going to be copper sheets. So copper sheets are going to go straight forward. Plastic is going to go this way. And in fact, if I've got it like this, I don't need the other one, do I? Why have I put another one? Do I need that one there as well? Because I'm trying to because I haven't done this very much, so my experience is lacking. I'm just trying to think what will happen. So if you think about it, if this gets full of plastic, it'll back up to here. And if that happens, the copper sheets, if there's only plastic coming through, they'll need to overflow. So that's fine. Copper sheets will go through regardless, and they'll go in. If they overflow, they'll go out the same overflow. So yeah, we don't need two of these. This is fine. So let's bin these ones off. That's fine. We'll just connect these up with a belt. We do need an overflow though that'll be able to go out into an awesome sink. We're going to put somewhere over there. So let's just do another little belt for that right now so we don't forget. I think that's about as tight as I can do it. So that's going to be our sinking belt. Just so we've got that set up. Oh, here he is again. Hello, sir. How much yeah, he's not dropping off loads of copper, but he is dropping off some. So it's good. It's all good. So that's fine. I am having... I've had thoughts about what do we do in the future, but that's fine. I need to not think about that. We'll fix that problem another time. So these guys are now going to have all of the materials we need for our assembler in them. So let's get our assembler down. Maybe we'll just pop him like here. And then these guys can just feed in like this. And then you can make circuit boards. You can pop them out into a storage box that we'll put over here. Maybe we'll do a big one. Do I need a big one? I don't know if I need a big one. Let's just use a big one, who cares? Then we'll connect these two up. I think I want a dimensional storage on here. So we'll plop him on for now and connect him up. So at least we'll always have some circuit boards in our back pocket if we want to craft something manually. That's cool. And then, oh, actually, I've made a bit of a mistake here, because what we want to just make sure is if we need a sink off of these circuit boards as well. So maybe I'll just do that right in front of here. Smart splitter, please. Fed this direction. Oops. So we'll get him connected there, get him connected there, and then this guy can come over this direction, and we'll just put a sink here exclusively for this factory. Where's my sinks gone? Here we go. So maybe, let's have a look. What's the lay of the land? Maybe if we put him about here, we can put a merger in front of it. About there. Hopefully, this all lines up nicely. Cool. Okay, so now what we should have is, let's just double check this. So this guy's getting all the plastic and copper. They come into this sorter. They get sorted out into these temporary sort of buffer boxes, so we can empty this as quick as possible, and then also just make sure that we're getting through all of the product that's coming. Any excess, if any of these gets backed up, the excess is just going to be immediately dumped. We don't care, even if it means we end up dumping something we do need. We'll just have to wait for more to come, because we just want to keep these boxes as empty as possible so that we keep processing. I think I've thought this through properly. He's then doing the recipe. We just need to set this smart splitter to be overflow to the left and any to the right, I think. Yep. He's a merger. We need to just connect him actually into that. That's great. And over here, this guy we already set up, right? Overflow, copper sheet, plastic. Sweet. Okay, so we've got a bit of energy coming from this guy. Maybe we'll just disconnect this real quick. Give these guys their own little power grid. Right, cool. So this is our circuits factory up and running. I think we just connect this belt now and just watch what happens. There we go. So there goes some copper. Hopefully these buffer boxes are big enough. They've got like, what, 24 slots each or something. That's a large amount of plastic and copper. That's a big stack. Alright, I'm going to just swap these two around just so we see something a bit different in a second, just to make sure that it looks like it's working. Come on. So it does take time, this stuff. So the thing I was thinking about a minute ago that I said, nah, it's a future problem, was just like, I can foresee a situation where at the moment, this guy is just picking up like all the plastic he can when he arrives there, right? So if I have a situation where I want him to distribute that plastic maybe to the next factory along, I probably need to do something where we don't use a buffer box, and what we do is we just let it back up, and the overflow would go into another truck stop, right? So that the truck could then stop at that truck stop, pick it up, and then carry on taking it. That sounds very complicated, but it makes sense in my head. So we might have to do that at some point. That'll be a good little experiment and see how it works. There we go. Now the plastic's coming in. And hopefully by the time he's done his lap now, we'll have at least processed all of this, because look how much plastic we're getting. That's a lot. But I feel like we're going to end up sinking loads of plastic, but I don't really mind that because we're not doing anything else with it at this point in time. But cool. Okay, this looks like it's working. So I'm going to do, this is my new, I've got a new little tactic as well, which is I just do these little, I've just started doing little outlines using these walls around my factories. It's not going to look too good here because this is all flat, but just to keep a nice distinct border of where this factory starts and ends. Although annoyingly he sort of goes through where the pylon is, so we'll include the pylon in this factory for now. Oh no, I can't have a wall there, because he won't be able to drive up to the truck stop anymore. Okay, this is looking good. This is looking good. Actually, yeah, let's put a wall there, and we'll get rid of this one. Try and keep the little pavement clear. But cool! So, where's our helm? We should have, not this screen, too many buttons. Let's go to the bottom. We got circuit boards. Woohoo! 9 already. That's looking good. So that's cool. First objective of this mission done. I'm very happy about that. Maybe we need to, I want to do like a little colour scheme on this because I've started doing that on some of the things I've been building. So the first order of business is to get him that colour, because that's what colour he should be. I've been trying to colour the objects kind of like the things that get created by them, but a lot of things are the same colour, I've started to notice. So, but this guy should be like green and yellow. Have I got a green and yellow already? This is like the one I've used for the biofuel, I think. But we'll just use it, because circuits are green and yellow. So that's my logic. Yeah, you can be darker green, all these walls. But lads, we've done it. We've got it. It didn't take that long now that I sat down and just... I think I needed to do a little bit more planning between the episodes, so at least I had a plan in my head to execute before recording. I think that's quite an important lesson I've learned there. But there we go. This guy's all ready to go. Oh, I've accidentally painted these. Sometimes you can paint the concrete and it changes the colour very slightly. If you want to change it back to the default, that's what the foundation swatch is the one for the default foundations, and then I think concrete is anything that's pure concrete. So these foundations, because they're pure concrete, you have to use the concrete swatch for the default colours. Right. So that's done. I think then we'll start looking at everything we can do. Has he finished unloading it? Nearly. So, you know, before long, this box is going to be absolutely full. This one is never going to get full. But we should have plenty. Well, it might actually. Looking at it, it's ticking down pretty slowly. So we'll see how it goes. We'll have to come back in and check on him in a little while. I think maybe we'll go and check on. Let's go and check on our AI limiters as well, just to make sure that they are running as we expect. I mean, we've got up to 63 looking at our storage now, so that is positive. Off he goes. Go on, little truck guy. You're doing a good work there, mate. And then I guess next we're going to go and have a little tour about all the different bits and pieces that I've done between episodes. And then we'll see how we're doing. I mean, we're doing good on time, so maybe we'll look at some of the milestones after that. Let's just check that this looks like he's running properly. Can I get up the top? Hey, let me get up. Let's see, I just want to say, is this guy running 100%? Yes, he is. So I'm not worried about it. He's completely filled with copper. So that's good. That's what we want him to stay full. And then if we look at this, like how much copper has this guy got in him now? Yeah, so hopefully this is just going to keep ticking along at just the right sort of level now. By the time the tractor has done a lap, he'll only just have enough. I will have to come back and keep checking on it though, because I'm worried it's going to go wrong. But it looks, at first glance, it looks like it's doing okay. Right, so where do we start with what we did? Let's go back in the tubes. And we'll go and look at... What should we look at first? I think we'll look at some of the stuff that's by here. So there's a new building just over there in the distance you might be able to spot. And there's another one over by the salmon quartz mine. So we'll hop in there first, I think. So this guy here is we've got a belt coming out, feeding us using some of that quartz crystal that we're making into a little factory that we've got here. Very fancy purple factory. This guy is creating for us all of our bullets, our rebar. So he's making, where is it? If we can scroll to the bottom here. He's making, actually let's filter the list, it'll be a bit easier to see. This guy's making a standard iron rebar and a shatter rebar. So how I did this was, like I said, we got that conveyor belt coming out of the cave. We're making something like a 22.5 or something obscure quartz crystal a minute. This needs 15 a minute to do what he's doing. And look, he's overfilled, thankfully. So he's just stuck there being nice and full. And then we've got the iron rebar coming from this factory as well. So what I did to do the rebar was so this is our line that feeds our steelworks. So I tuned him up a little bit to get about 30 extra iron out of him. I think it's 30, or maybe did I do 20? I can't remember. But essentially, what's happening here, is this running 100%? Yeah, I did tune everything right. I was just a bit worried I hadn't done that properly. But I think we're getting a little bit of extra iron out of there that comes into this smelter, that comes into this guy to get made into rods, and then comes into here to get made into ammo. Half of the ammo then is split into just storage, so that I've always got some ammo myself if I want it. So I've always got 200 if I want to do some crafting manually. And then the shatter rebar is made with the other side split, and he goes over here and mixes in this assembler, and then that gets put in a storage box and put in my dimensional depot. So that was a pretty cool little factory to make. I was quite happy with him, and he looks quite cute as well, doesn't he, with his little purple walls? I think he looks quite nice. So, and then over there, look, you can see this. There's a yellow one, which is a very similar vibe. So we'll go and have a look at that one now. So this one is. This is our nobelisk factory. This guy here, look at him on top of this place. He's always bloody here, man. So silly. I thought the creatures were not supposed to spawn once you've done a bunch of building. Get rid of those little guys. We don't want them there. But yeah. So this guy is our nobelisk factory. I set up a little tractor route to do this one because it was quite tricky to get right. Otherwise, I was thinking about doing a belt and stuff like that. And I thought, actually, I'm just going to do a tractor. So we'll look at the factory first, then we'll look at the tractor sort of second. So we've got a truck stop that's bringing us all the ingredients we need. Let's go and have a look. It's looking pretty full here, actually. Oh, no, this is good. So we've got a very similar setup here. Look, where we've got a tractor stop down here. It reaches about 1 block. I did some experimenting to see how far it can reach. So he can reach about 1 block down. Tractor drops some stuff off. He buggers off to go and get some more stuff. He's going to get sulfur from way down over there. That's the sulfur that was right by the start of our where we started, though, because there's our home bases up there. So the sulfur's just being ferried along by this little guy. He also goes to get some coal, which we also need. He's also being fueled by coal. So to do that, I just siphoned off, increased one of the coal miners' production a little bit, siphoned off a little bit to fuel a truck stop and to store up some coal. So yeah, so we'll go and look at that truck stop in a minute just to see how it works. But yeah, this does a similar thing. So we've got super fast belts coming out, dumping into some filters for the different bits we need, because we've got a bunch of stuff we need for this one. It's not just the coal and sulfur. We've also got a requirement for these guys. We need steel pipes, you see. So we're not getting many steel pipes. I'm just filtering off the excess from what we're using there. So this probably isn't going to run at 100% efficiency, but I don't really mind that too much. So we've got 3 filters, 1 box for the coal, 1 box for the sulfur, 1 for the steel pipes, and then some sinking. Just do it so if any of these gets backed up, we can export the garbage that we don't want. Although I did do this one in a different way. Like, I've done like sinks on all of it, like overflows. Bit strange. Don't know why. I was thinking hopefully it works. But anyway, so that's fine. He's gone over there to get the sulfur. We'll go and look at that in a second, because that'll lead us nicely round to the biofuel. But if we just dash this way real quick, we can have a look at how I set up this stuff. Should have done that while we were over here, shouldn't we? So look, you can see we've just, so here's my little siphoned off pipes. They're just coming, they're very sporadic. Look, there's big gaps and weird sort of patterns in them, but it doesn't really matter. We've got the coal that I'm siphoning off coming this way, going into going on just a regular splitter here to just, or is it, have I done it that way? No, I made sure that the fuel was priority so that we always have full fuel in here for these guys to use. And then the excess coal is going into here to be carried over to the factory. So yeah, that's that one. Then we'll go and let's go and have a dash down to where the sulfur's getting created now. Maybe we'll see if we can have a little ride on, should we just ride on the truck? Oh, maybe we'll just all sail down the power lines. Yeah, it's looking cute as well. I am digging like the little low walls are quite good, especially if you use them like this, because they're a lot less repetitive, I think, than just the normal walls. Do you know what I mean? They do look a bit nicer, I think. It just takes a bit longer to place them all. Right, off he goes. Let's see if we can beat him. Come on. No, oh yeah, we're catching up. Oh, it's always so misty here. The last times I've been playing, I played with the fog off completely. It is quite a different feeling game. The world feels a lot smaller when you have the fog off, but it's also nice because you can see everything. It's nice being able to see everything. So here's our little sulfur miner. He's not outputting very much. He's probably outputting a little bit too much. I did reduce him a couple of times to try and stop it delivering so much good sulfur because we didn't need quite as much as I was getting. And then we've got this piping here. So this water is being pumped all the way up the hill, back up to where our biofuel plant used to be. I had to use a bunch of pumps on this because if you remember when we talked about this way back in earlier episodes, I think it pumps up about 10 meters extra, or is it 20 meters? Let's have a quick look. I can't remember. Where's logistics? Pipeline pump does 20. So you get 10 off of your water extractor and then 20 for each additional pump you add on, but they don't stack, so you need to space them out to make them effective, essentially. So none of the pumps are running at the moment because this thing doesn't use that much water, but it's all required to be just sitting here idle waiting to go for when we do use it. So I haven't been able to, you can't fully automate the biomass, right? Like, it's because you always have to drop in wood or creatures or whatever at some point to make it work. So what we've gone for here is it's a semi-automated biomass system. I think the thing I'd need to make it more automated would be to deliver plastic here, but that feels too complex at the moment. Oh, hello, versatile frames going in. Nearly there, 2,300 out of 2,500. So what I did with this one is I tried to colour things a little bit differently to make it easier to see what's what. So this brown box is where our solid biofuel ends up when it comes in from all of these little guys here. So these constructors do all the processing of the raw materials. They get dumped into this box. This blue box is where I drop plastic for bottles because we need that. This green box here is where the packaged liquid biofuel comes out. So we should have quite a lot in there. And how this is set up then is just like if I drop some plastic in here, which I'll do now. Have we got loads of... Yeah, we got so much solid biofuel, so we should be good to do this. So if I drop... oh, there we go. We've got a stack there. So if I drop that plastic, it'll start going into here, and then everything should just sort of kick into life now. Because once there's bottles in this, he'll start extracting, and then everything will start extracting. Let's just see this in action. There goes some empty bottles. Come on, lads. I kind of dig the colour scheme on this one as well. Like I tried to do things a little bit more of a neutral colour, like the black and yellow ones, just so the other ones popped out a little bit more. I kind of like it. So there we go. Our package is going. Look, and you can see there's some fuel right in the distance going across the conveyors into there. So we've always got lots of liquid biofuel now, which is great. And what I wanted to do real quick is just some little tests so we can see the difference, because now we've got 3 different fuel types for our jetpack. We'll look over here. You can see we can choose solid, packaged, or packaged liquid as our favourite. So let's find somewhere that's nice and flat, or just open at least, that we can do a little test. I kind of feel like this will do. We got like a really tall landmark as well, because I don't know how high we're going to be able to go. Let's just try. We'll see what happens. So we'll put this here and put one of these on top, just as a reference point, right? So this is what we got at the moment. We're on solid biofuel, right? So let's just do, what I'll do is I'll stand at the base of this thing. Alright, so let's put another foundation here, so at least I'm on the same level as it. And I'm just going to hold space. We did talk before about how tapping space is more efficient, like you get more height if you do that. But just to make this a nice, reliable, easy test, we're just going to hold space to see how high we go with each of these fuels, right? So here we go. This is just solid biofuel. So there we go. Oh, the cursor got just about to those little green bits, just at the top of the ladder there. Let's try packaged fuel next. So this is the fuel we've made from crude oil. So there's, oh, we sailed straight past those green bits. So we got almost to the roof, or not quite high enough, but with some tapping, we could probably get to the roof, because it doesn't use quite as much fuel. You just get a little jump at a time. So there we go. So you can make it to the roof and have a little bit spare if you tap it. But now this is why I love the liquid biofuel. Right, let's see. How high can I go with liquid biofuel in my jetpack? We're just going to hold it again, right? So we nearly got to the roof with the orange fuel, but look how slow it goes down. Mate, no contest. It almost feels like we can go twice the height of one of these towers We'll have to. I'm going to try and do that now. But there you go. That's how high you can go with liquid biofuel. It is amazing. It's very good for doing huge jumps across canyons because you can just tap it and essentially fly for about 30 seconds. It's quite good. So let's see. How can I do this? If we do a wall, see if we can do another foundation about the height of this thing. Right. And then what we'll do is we'll put another tower on top of it. It's a little bit taller than that, but we've got an extra gap there, right? But let's just, for argument's sake, we can now see, like, how high can I go compared to 2 towers on top of each other? Here we go. Here we go. Yeah. Easy. So there you go. You can essentially do 2 lookout towers worth of height on a packaged biofuel, packaged liquid biofuel, which is just so good. So we've set this all up now, so that's great. And what it does mean is now I've just got that liquid biofuel is in my. If we just type in this, so we've got. Oh, do you know what? I found some turbo fuel while I was out exploring. I forgot about that. Should we just try it out real quick and see how it does in the same test? Let's put the things back down again. I don't think it's going to make us go higher, but I think it makes you go faster. So it's like a different sort of, it's a different energy, right? Oh, I've put it the wrong way. That doesn't matter. Let's put him, can I put him as the, yeah, okay. So turbo fuel, same test. We'll just hold the button and see what happens. Oh, wow, that is faster. Oh boy, that's cool. I haven't really used the turbo fuel before. That was really interesting. I kind of like that. That feels like it has a different use case in terms of just like being more like you can just be faster. Oh yeah, that's cool. Feels like it adds more speed, definitely. That's nice. Oh, we're gonna have to look into the liquid turbo fuel. But see, this feels like you don't lose speed, but the red stuff feels like you gain speed a little bit, definitely. That's cool. Okay, so let's just look at my list quick. So let's look. So we've got the portable depot. We talked about that last time. We've increased the modular frames. I talked about that. I just changed the priority on the splitters. We'll probably do something about that soon. We've built the road and now we've set up that thing. I've showed you the nobelisk and ammo factories that we've made. Oh no, I didn't. I didn't show you all of it actually. So we'll have a look at that real quick. I've just remembered. So what I really wanted to do is also have like a stun ammo factory, because that's real cool. So I've made one just here. You can see this little blue thing. So and what I've done is I've ended up just doing it in this way. So because the ingredients, it was hard. I couldn't find any iron near the quick wire to like create these. They was kind of dug where we're making the explosive ammo, not the explosive, the shatter ammo. So I could probably do it there, but I'd need to transport the quick wire. It's just, it felt too big, so I didn't want to do that. So all we've got now is this, which means I can come in my box. We can take out a stack of quick wire and take out some rebars that I now have easy access to at any point. If I need to top up my ammo, I can just come and drop them off in here, and then off they'll go up the conveyor at the back. They get sent over to this place. A little bit, I don't know how to describe him. He's a little bit messy, isn't he, this one, but we move. Maybe I'll change it to be flat and put a conveyor lift. I think it might look nicer. Anyway, so that stuff comes here, goes in a very basic splitter, goes in an assembler, and then just goes in a box. That's it. So now we've got a way that we can just make stun rebar very easily whenever we want. And it gets dimensional depoted again. So I should always have that stuff in my pocket now, and I like that. I like that a lot. So that's cool. We can get that one off the list now as well. So we've looked at all the ammo factories we made. So that's cool. Syncing the spare motors, I did check that. I am syncing them, so that's fine. We don't need to worry about that. And we've just had a quick look at the liquid biofuel factory. So that's all done. We've also done circuit factory. We've automated AI limiters. So increasing modular frames properly. We'll have a quick look at doing that now, I think, and then we'll have a quick look at maybe the next milestone. We can't do these crystal oscillators yet, or maybe we'll look at some MAM research. It's been a while since we've done that, so maybe let's have a quick look at trying to increase these modular frames first. and see what we can do about that. I could probably fit 2 assemblers here, looking at it. There'd be a bit of a squeeze, but we could do it. But at the same time, how much power have we got up here? Can I get a power line? So this is something I do when I need to check power and it's not convenient, is if you look at something like this, you can't, these little, what are these even called again? Wall outlets. They don't let you examine them in the same way that you can do it on a power pole, which is a little bit annoying. So you have to just sort of do this if you want to look at your power. Okay, so we've got loads of spare power at the moment. So I think for now, I'm just going to overclock this guy. If we get in a pickle with power, it's the only thing I find is a bit wonky about the balance in this game in terms of managing your power, because it's so easy to just make more power that it just seems like I'm just going to take the lazy option and just overclock stuff, because it just seems so much easier to do that. So we're going to do this backwards, right? We're going to start from the top end. I'm essentially going to double the production of this. That's what I'd like to do. So we're going to change him to be 4. Oh, I wish it would automatically put in a, because I'll show you for why, right? If I type in 4 here, Coffee Stain Studios, and I've got one of these in my inventory, just put it in for me. That's all you've got to do. It's very easy. And I know you can do it, Coffee Stain Studios, because if I do it manually, I'll show you something, right? If I go like that, there we go. Oh, I can't actually do it. I need 2 for this, don't I? Oops. So I want to make 4 per minute, so I need 2 of those in. Great. If I copy these settings now, and then undo this, and then paste the settings, it does it. So you can do it. You can do it, Coffee Stain Studios. Just do it for me. It would be really helpful. Right, so what does this guy get fed again? Iron rods and reinforced iron plates. This could be a big mission, I've just realised with. So let's trace back. Where do his iron rods come from first? They come from the other side. I think we've got a little belt here. Here it is. I might need to put some lights in here. I just want to show you real quick. I put a light in downstairs and it just looks really friggin' cool. Look at it. I haven't done it very nicely because you can put in light switches so you can control the brightness and colour and whether it turns off in the daytime and stuff. But at the moment we can see pretty well here. So let's follow this belt. It's coming this way. In fact, I need to go back. No, wait, let's get this up. What were we making up there? Modular frames. And we were making 4 per minute of those. So that needs 24 iron rods a minute. Let me just do a quick screenshot of this. And I'm just going to put that on do that on my second screen so I just remember that without having to come back to the machine. So let's check these rods. So they're coming from here. What the heck is going on? We're going to try and remember what's happening here. So he's making 16. He's making 16. So we're already making 32. We've just increased the number of rods from 12 to 24. So we need both of these machines to make 12 extra between them, right? So if we increase this one up to, what would that be, 22? So you get 6 extra per minute. And you get 6 extra per minute, please. Okay, great. And then that means we also need now an extra 12 iron ingots coming into these guys. So where do their iron ingots come from? They come from here, this belt, this sole guy here. So he needs to be making another 12 by my calculations. So that should be 44 per minute. Okay. And then that means the miner that is supplying him also needs to be doing an extra 12 per minute. This is getting very complicated all of a sudden. What the heck is going on? Right, so you need to do another 12 per minute. I think it's 12, right? 12 was the number. Let's keep going. So that'll be 69. Oh, yeah. All right. So there we go. So that should be... Those iron rods should cope with that, I think. I think that was right. I'll have to come and keep an eye on it. We'll check back in due course. So now let's follow the reinforced plates. Look at them all getting eaten up. So where do these reinforced plates come from? They come from this belt this way, which is feeding this machine as well. That's fine. We don't need to think about that at all, I don't think. We just need to go down here and let's think. So the reinforced plates before was 1.5. No, sorry, was 3 per minute, and now it's 6. How many was this guy using? 2. So where are those plates coming from? Are they coming from here? No. Wait. Where are they coming from? Huh? What the? I'm getting so confused here, lads. Oh, there's a reinforced plate. Right, so he's coming from this thing, which is over here, which is coming from this box. So it's this one. Yeah, so we're making 5. So we need to increase this output to create another 3 per minute by my count. So we should be able to do that. Can we do that on 1? Oh, no, sorry. That should be 8, not 3. Oh, not quite. We need 2 overclocks. Okay. And then feeding into that now. Oh, hang on, let's put it back. What was it before? So I'm going to screenshot these real quick so I don't forget that. That's how many iron plates and screws we were making before. So if we put this up to 8, so we need another 18 iron plates and another 36 screws. 18 iron plates, 36 screws. So where do they get fed in? Above. This is getting complicated, guys. Wait, is this too high above? Yes, it is. Right, so you need to now be... Oh, I didn't take a screenshot of the new production as well. That would have helped. We said it was 36. I think it was 96. 96 screws per minute we needed. Go. And we needed 48 iron plates. And this is already overclocked. We get to 48 on that? Not quite. That is about the limit of what we can do here, though. And then iron plates, iron ingots wise, how much do they need in total? Let's look. He needs 24. He needs 72. Was it 24? 72? Okay, so 76, 96. 96 ingots. And where do their ingots come from? Oh, wait, where are those ingots coming from? Oh, this is coming from directly underneath here. Oh, wait, are they both being fed separately? Oh, and he's doing excess into there. What? Why am I doing that way? Oh, that is so confusing. We might have to change this. We need 96 between them. Let's just figure that out. What is 96 div 2? 48. Great. So let's overclock you and get you onto 48 a minute. And this should just work by itself, I think. Oh no, wait, that was 45. We need to do double again. So we'll get you making 48 per minute. We'll get you making 48 per minute as well. And that should be enough, and the belts will just saturate and it'll cope with it by itself, hopefully. And then that means that these guys now both need 96 ore between them, and I think it's all coming from this guy, so we can put him up to 96. Finally starting to make use of the pure nodes now, right? But it is making me think at some point, I just feel like all of this is going to have to be torn down and done differently. So we can pull like all of the... Whoa! We can pull all of the resources out of these nodes and use it all. But yeah, not something I want to think about just yet. So if we run back up the top now, let's have a look. How is he doing right now? Are you... What fish are you running at? 91's not bad. 91's not bad at all. So I'm fully prepared for the fact that I've probably got something wrong along that way. Because there's so many moving parts once you get to this point. I do understand why people like using the various websites for tools and stuff that are available. Definitely, there's one we'll probably look at one of them before we finish this series, because I think It's just from a purely, how do I explain this? You know, when we get to make some of the next, when you get to make the next phase objects, there are so many things involved that just counting up all the iron you need just takes ages. So using a little thing that you can just say, I want to make a heavy modular frames factory, and it tells you how much iron you need. It's much easier. You can go like, oh, well, I know I've got one iron node there. I need to get more iron from somewhere to do this. Like, it's just, that's all I use them for anyway. I think that's the idea. Right, okay. Well, I think we've just done that as well. We've just done another thing off our list. So put that X in there, put that X in there. We can't do these ones just yet. Let's have a look what the next thing in the hub is. I think it's manufacturing, and maybe we'll save that for the next episode. And maybe we'll just muck about doing some, because this is cool. We got some, but this is our next 2 items. So we're going to have a big building mission to get all of this stuff done. We might have to look at trains. Oh, exciting times. Because we need a lot of resources to start building these things. So it's likely that, we'll need fresh iron, we'll need fresh steel. We're already using pretty much as we can from what we've got. So we need to find new places to get that stuff from and probably ship it into our main place using a train, which I think is going to be quite exciting and fun to do. Because again, I haven't really managed to get trains working properly. I've used them and tried them out, but I feel like I've not done it properly yet. So the trains are good, signals are good. I've not really played with those, so maybe we can experiment with those a bit just to try and figure out how they work. Increased pipelines, if you're moving loads of liquid around, that's also really useful. And then fix-it blueprints Mark II, so we get a slightly bigger blueprint designer. But okay, let's go and look at the MAM instead and see what we can maybe progress. And if we run out of stuff to do here, maybe we'll just unlock that next tier in the hub. Have I got any hard drives? I do have some hard drives. Oh, no, I didn't want to do that because it means we can't unlock anything. Oh, mate. Curses. But let's have a look. We can at least gather up some resources then. Bloody hell, what a mistake that was. So, hostile organism detection. I'm not really bothered about this. This is a weird one. I don't understand why this is even a thing, but you can scan for enemies. I guess if you're trying to harvest materials for making DNA or biomass or whatever, maybe you want to use that. So it just lets us put enemies on our object scanner. We can I'm interested in doing it just to try and complete all the trees, right? So we need DNA capsules, can make those easily. Crystal oscillators, we should be able to just manually craft some of those. And then high-speed connectors, we haven't unlocked yet. They're in one of the other trees. So we'll put a pin in that. We'll definitely be coming back to it. What have I got over here? Oh, production amplifier. Of course. That's in that. I'd put that there as a reminder that I wanted to unlock that. So what we'll do is we'll start adding some of these maybe as to-do list items. And then we can get a big list of different bits and pieces we need to try and get to come and unlock a load of stuff. So that's that one done. We'll have to find these high-speed connectors. They're in here somewhere. Alien technology. So this was the one that I know we can complete now. I just wish, again, Coffee Stage Studios, lads, why doesn't this MAM research respect my setting for using my dimensional depot? Like, why can't I use my dimensional depot for this stuff? I don't understand. What's going on? Why are the keys being... Right. Because I should be able to do this because I've got it in... I've just got to manually take the stuff out. Poor form, lads, poor form. Alien power augmenter, I'm not too bothered about that. We will look at it at some point. It just gives you it seems like all it does is it just increases the power a little bit. I don't really get it. I don't know what it does properly. I haven't never looked it up. So this though is very useful. Very useful indeed. So we're going to try and do that in a sec. We'll have to go into our box and get the items ourselves. Power poles, let's add that to the to-do list so we can do that. Here's our high-speed connector. We'll add that to the to-do list as well. Power switch, why not? Let's get that on the to-do list. Priority power switch, why the heck not? Let's get that on there too. High-speed connectors, can I... Oh no, we need to unlock it. And I can't remember if it's an assembler thing I think these are the ingredients. But for now, I think we can just get away with manually crafting it. At some point, we will need to probably automate this, but I think we'll need to either expand our existing Caterium mine or make a new one somewhere else where we find some more. But that's cool. What's this one? Programmable splitter. He's quite good, but I think we'll wait until we're producing these things to get him. What's this one? Homing rifle ammo. That's kind of cool sounding. But we'll wait until we've unlocked guns before we add that to the to-do list, I think. What have we got here? Mycelia. What's under this one? Medical properties. Well, let's get that done. Might as well. What's this one? Oh, we can get this done as well, definitely. And maybe gas masks. We should have all access to all the stuff to do all of these. Nutrients we've completed. Power slugs. We still need this weird thing in the middle here. I have no idea what that actually is. A time crystal. It sounds like it's probably just something you manufacture a bit later, but yeah, I've never seen that in the wild. We can make some more exciting nobelisks. I've never done this one. Maybe we should try and do that. I should have a big storage full of those at this point. We haven't unlocked the Explorer yet, so maybe we'll add that to the to-do list just so we can try 100 modular frames. Well, I should have, because I've diverted that production back to storage. We should have plenty of those again now. What's this one? Oh, being able to scan hard drives. That is also cool, but you need 100 crystal oscillators for that, and they are slow to craft manually. So we'll save that until we've set up production for those. Radar technology. Oh, interesting. Radar technology is cool. This is the one that lets us see things on the map. So you have to place it down, it uses power, but then within a radius, which is kind of similar to about, I'd say, the sort of medium level radius on these things. It's about that big, I'd say, that circle that you can see there. So it's quite large, and it will show you all of the resource nodes and stuff within that area. So it's quite nice, like having access to that is quite useful. It also just automatically uncovers the entire map in that radius as well. So these little black bits that I haven't gone up to the very highest point, they will get revealed. So that's quite cool. So yeah, he's quite a good one to do. I am starting to think that maybe an idea for the rest of this episode would be we can unlock manufacturing and then try and just set up a crystal oscillator factory. Maybe. But crystal oscillators take a lot of stuff. What do they need? Can I make one? So to automate this, what would we need? We need to have access to quartz and access to copper to make some cable and access to reinforced iron plates. See what I mean? That is quite a tricky recipe to get those things all close together. So we won't do that because I'd like to do some research. I'll run around a bit, try and find somewhere that could be suitable for us to set this up, because we'll have to make a dedicated factory for it. And there's not much iron near where we've already got these crystals, so I don't know what we'll do. There were some other quartz points I've seen and scanned before, so maybe we just go and look at those instead. But yeah, I'll go and do some bit of research off camera for that, and then maybe we'll do that as an episode. Right, so if I look over here, oh god, this to-do list is being a bit silly, isn't it? I want to keep the things that I want on the screen, but it's annoying because even though it's saying we've got all of these, I'm going to have to go and pull them out of my storage manually still, which is a bit frustrating. So maybe we'll start at the bottom. Modular frames at 100. I've only got 105. Actually, why am I running over here now? Is this a sensible thing to do? No, it is not. No space left in depot. Cool. Come here then. I'll take those. We'll also take from our inventory another stack. Right, so there we go. That's modular frames done. Nobelisks. Let's do those as well. How many does it need? 100 for those as well. We'll take all of those. So that'll start... wait, was that? Yeah. I was getting a bit confused because it said 40, but I was already carrying a bunch. That's all that was. Fine. Let's put those hard drives back in there. And my tickets. And this tiny bit of turbo fuel can go in. Right. Let's just declutter some of this junk. So I've got room for some of the other stuff that we want. So we also need some steel pipes. How many steel pipes? Just 50. That's not too bad. Oh, I already had some. Bugger, I should have looked at that properly. Why is that not orange then? I get very confused by why these things get coloured orange and purple. I thought purple meant it's in your dimensional storage, right? And then orange was stuff you were holding, because it's the same colour as these little numbers here. But like, and for the nobelisks, that's true. Look, the nobelisks over here are showing 190, which is how much I'm carrying. And you can see the purple bar is squishing more over this way because the skew of how much you've got. So why is steel pipes not showing any orange? Or maybe it's just behind this bit. Nope. Yeah, I'd expect there to be a tiny bit of orange on that bar. It's very weird. Right, so what's this next one? Coal. Have I got any coal in here, actually? I have. I'm going to say that out. Perfect. What's the next one? Stators? Yes. So we've got a few stators. We'll take some of those out. Lovely. What's next? Mycelia. Should have some mycelia in here. Lovely. What else we got? AI limiters. Am I carrying any? I've got 17, but we need 50, I think. So let's get a stack of those. What's next? Steel beams. Am I carrying some already? I'm carrying 180, and I need 100. Right, so we won't take any more steel beams out. What else have we got? Oh, the contrast. I wish there was a dark. You could turn on like a permanent dark background around the to-do list. Like, it annoys me that it's so difficult to read. What's that one? Plastic, 50. Circuit boards, 50. SAM fluctuator, 100. Wait, what? How did that happen? It's a blinking game. I swear I just typed in there, but anyway. SAM fluctuator, give me a stack of those. Slomersloop. Oh, not soymosloop. Take those. Polymer resin. I should have some of that. Oh, not very much. Okay, we're going to have to do a little detour to get that. Fabric. You got any fabric? No fabric in the box. Oh, so we'll have to craft some fabric. That's fine, though. So what we'll do, let's do a quick tour over to our plastic production area. Or is it the power station? Actually, we're going to go to the power station. Quite a trek. This is why I need a tube that goes the other direction, look. Just be a bit easier. Or just a cannon to just shoot us over. To shoot us back, that would be handy. Especially now that we've got the packaged liquid biofuel. It's so much better for just like doing a big fly after coming out of a cannon. It's great. But no matter, this won't take 2 moments. Let's see if we can just ride on the power wires. Come on. Off we go. This one might be a little bit steep. Yeah. Well, that momentum's great though. Whoop. Look at us go. God, that incident with this power station last time was so bloody good. That's a typical Satisfactory moment, that is. Right, so these are dumping out properly. We should have, yeah, look, we got tons in here. So if I'm going to just take 3 stacks of this, just because what we can do then is just put 2 stacks in here, because that's what our maximum is at the moment, is 2 stacks. We can just leave those there filling up. So we've just got some if we want to do some more crafting soon. I've got a full stack in my pocket still. So that's fine. What else did we need? Fabric, quick wire. Needed 1,300 quick wire for the things we've selected. Really? Jesus, that's so much. Did we have a storage box at our quick wire factory? I'm not sure we did. Oh, we might have go and have a quick look though. Because I can't remember whether quick wire goes into a storage there before dimensional or not. I'm hoping I've been sensible. I've put one there, so we can just go. Oh dear. Come on, lads. A little bit slow, but that's fine. Then we've got high-speed connectors, which we need to craft. So the things at the top are all things we need to craft manually. So hopefully we've got enough stuff to do all of that once we've collected up these last few bits. Oh, I love doing a bit of pottering about. It feels a lot more low stakes. I found the last episode or two I've been like really kind of rushing through. So that's weird vibes. We need to slow down. Everything's Gucci. We got nowhere to go. We got nowhere to be. We're just chilling, playing some Satisfactory, man. Right, so hopefully this box is full of quick wire. Yes. So there we go. That's all the quick wire we need for that. And then let's just throw up a quick crafting bench here, since we're here already. Maybe a workshop as well in case we need it. So let's see. Can we make? What do I want to search for? So we want some alien DNA capsules. How many do we need of those? 10. Easy mode, mate. Oh, sorry about that. If that came through, that was my water bottle clicking. Right, there's our 10 DNA capsules. Banging. About the oscillators, we need 20. I can only make this many. Why is that? Oh, it's because it uses so much quartz crystal. Intriguing. I'm going to just hop. I don't think we need to do this, but I'm going to just... oh, for crying out loud. I hate when you do that. Nothing worse than a poor hypertube entrance. Look at this. Cringe. Anyway. I'm just going to go and grab a stack of... No, is it even worth doing that? I should just take it out of my pockets, my dimensional depot. It's fine. We don't use it that often. But we might need to craft more. I'm just not sure what's going to happen. Let's go and do it. I'm halfway there now. Not Steelworks, Quartz Cave. Oh, glitchy sunlight coming through again. I love that. Oh, those spiders in here were a pain when I was trying to build this bloody conveyor belt. Yeah, corpse, still here. Also put some lights in here. They look pretty dramatic and cool, don't they? I do like the floodlights in this. The lighting's a bit intense, but I kind of dig it. And we'll muck about with it at some point, just to sort of show how the light switches work, because they're quite interesting. What was I doing? I just wanted to check this box. That was it, I think. Yeah. Let's take a couple of stacks. Just going to do that. In fact, because I've got the thing at home. We've got a box at home for this sort of stuff, so I might just take a few bits of these, just in case we ever need them. That should do for now. And now we'll head back home again. And we'll carry on crafting the stuff we need. Hopefully, we've got enough to do everything now. And then we'll just go and unlock a whole bunch of research all in one go, which is going to be extremely satisfying. Hey, there's our little circus factory. So I'm hoping this bit is going to all get sort of padded out. We'll have computers there, we'll have the heavy mod frames there. We'll try and do everything in this sort of area now, I think. Because it's a nice big flat area. And we can expand to maybe have stuff down on the water next to the power station if we want. Or we can even, go this way. Because this bit's quite flat and open too. We've just got this giant column in the middle of it. But there's nothing stopping us just stretching out around that way. Loads of room. So, yes, God, I'm looking forward to it. Never done a good sort of central... We've got to think about it. We need to plan a little bit maybe and try and figure out, well, where is a train station going to go? How are we going to move the stuff from the train station to there? I haven't done much of that thinking yet, not going to lie. Again, that's going to be something I'll plan a little bit maybe off camera, and we'll try and figure it out. Right, how many of these can I make now? 34. Still not that much more, is it? What's limiting us instead? Oh, you need loads of cable as well. Damn. Let's go and pick up a couple of piles of cable as well. That's a very hungry recipe, this one. There we go. Fullest my inventory's been for a while. I have taken to just emptying it completely now, except for ammo and health, because it ends up just filling up so quick, just from me destroying stuff. Wrong crafting bench. Right, not enough space in inventory. For God's sakes, rod made for my own back there, wasn't it? What do I get rid of? Because I need kind of all of these things. Let's. I've got a box here. Let's just drop a few things in there. So let's just drop off, like, I know I don't need that, or that for now. That should do it. Right, let's make some crystal oscillators. How many do we need again? 20. That's a lot. This could take a little moment. How many do you make it? Oh, we make 2 at a time. That's not too shabby, is it? We can watch a bit of crafting. And we're going to make those high-speed connectors. Do they show up here? Can I manually craft them? I can't see one. Probably don't have the right stuff in my inventory. Oh no, we haven't unlocked it yet. That's what it is. So we need to unlock that in the tree, and then we can make the high-speed connectors. The fabric we should be able to make straight away, though. I hope. We can make 20. How much do we need? 75? Good grief. But I should look, because we can probably unlock that the fabric that uses resin, and maybe that'll make it easier for me to craft it. Right, let's start unlocking some stuff. Cool, we got a new, I don't know which one it is. This bottom one? Bolted frame. Does that make that easier? No, it does make a lot more per minute though. 5 per minute instead. I'm interested in that. This is also extremely useful, because now we can package up liquids without having to have plastic nearby, which is very useful indeed. So, but yeah, again, I'll have to have a look through the one I'm planning, I think, and we'll try and figure out some things that might help some of the future projects we're going to do. Right, what do we need for this one? So he needed high-speed connectors, which we haven't unlocked yet. This one, can do, go. Production amplifier. That is great news. So production amplifier is a really handy little gadget, and we'll go and use it. I'm going to try and use the things as soon as we get them, just so we don't miss a chance to talk about them. So what this does, maybe we'll just demonstrate it over here on our modular frames, because they are still quite empty. The modular frames are producing quite slowly. Let's go and see. We go up there and look. Maybe he's not running at 100%, but we were worried that that was going to happen. 73%. So something's not quite right here. And we can figure that out. I'll figure that out probably off camera. But looking at it, it looks like it's the rods, right? There's not enough rods coming through, but that's fine. I can work that out. But what we've got now is this output multiplier here. Come on, little highlight thing. There we go. So this guy down here, and how he works is now I can put slomersloop into these. Different machines require different amounts, so this needs 2 to even work, I think. And if we put in 2, now we're getting a 2 times multiplier. So you can see, look, he's now producing 8, even though he's still using the same amount of materials. So that's really cool. But what it does do, of course, is massively boosting electricity, which should happen once it finishes this build cycle. So if we wait for that to finish, you'll see it increase. Oh boy! So you can see that has massively increased the power output. He's already overclocked as well, see, so it's like it's compounding that effect. So now, you know, by default, what do one of these use at 100%? If we take this out, so let's put it on 100. Oh, we've got to wait until he's finished this this cycle as well now. So that's just one thing to bear in mind. Like sometimes you change these settings and it looks like nothing's changed, and that's because it doesn't update. These numbers are showing in brackets because that'll be the new rate once this current construction is finished. So here we go. He's assembling. So let's see what he is on normal power, right? Normal power is 60 megawatts, is it? Oh, that's because he's still got this in. Let's take that out. Oh, bugger, he started constructing at that level still. So anyway, at default, you can see it was 60. With the 200% overclock, it was 150. So the sort of the scaling of how much it, because I think it's like exponential, right? So it gets higher and higher on a really steep curve. So yeah, it uses a lot of juice. Because honestly, I can't even remember what do one of these buildings use normally? Oh, probably quick to do it this way. 15 megawatts normally, right? So putting the slomersloop in for it's like 4 times the energy usage. And then overclocking it again to do double again is even more. So we're not going to do that for now. I'm going to leave him on 200% like we had him. We won't put the slomersloop in now, but of course slomersloop can be extremely useful for making your your space elevator items, right? Because they generally produce very slowly, like 1 or 2 a minute, sometimes half a minute later on. So having a slomersloop in there to boost that is very good at the cost of more power. So slomersloops are cool as heck. Like I said, this one we're gonna leave him for now. We won't do that one just yet. I haven't got the stuff to do these ones yet. I might do this stack increase because it could be handy. But again, I'll work on that probably off camera. Right, Caterium. We should be able to do this one. So let's unlock Power Pole Mark II. So that's cool. That also gives us access to unlock Power Poles Mark III. How many slots do they have? 10 power line connections. So our default power pole's got 4. Those ones we've just unlocked have got 7. And then the final ones have got 10. That's quite good, but at the same time also really messy. So I'm not mad keen on doing it. We'll do it just for the sake of unlocking everything eventually. And just as we did before, let's do a quick demo of those power poles. So what I like about these power poles is, if we get the screen up, here they are. So they look almost identical. You can tell they look a little bit different. Look at the top. They've got more sort of detail and a different sort of head. But what's good about them, I think, is if you're in a situation where you're trying to do this and you're like, oh no, I can't expand this power because he's got 4 connections all taken. So you can middle click on it to copy it, press E to change to a Mark II, and then you can just immediately replace that pole, which is quite a handy feature. So copy that. I think you do that. There we go. And we just replaced him now, and now he's got 7 connections. Look, so now I can branch off and do some more. So that's it is useful in a pinch, like in this sort of scenario for me more than anything. That's what I use them for. What's next? High-speed connectors. We can unlock these. What's to say about them? Connects multiple cables and wires in a very efficient way. Uses standard patterns, so has many varied applications. Get it unlocked. Sweet. And we needed some high-speed connectors, so let's see if we can craft some. Straight away. I hope I can. I can make 30. How many did I need? 30? That is a mad good coincidence, isn't it? Very strange. So let's get those crafting. Yeah, automating these is going to be quite tricky as well. Look, they need a lot of quick wire. 56 quick wire to 10 cable to 1 circuit board. So they're going to be a tricky one. There's going to be logistics needed there, because I'm thinking, like, if you think about already, we're making our circuit boards in a particular place. If I wanted to try and bring quick wire and cable to that place as well, so I could then start making connectors, how would I do that? I don't even know at this point in time. But it's all cool. It's all cool. So we'll just wait for these to finish crafting. I do need to craft some fabric as well, actually. Shall we have a look? Oh no, we were going to try and unlock the recipe for the resin fabric. Polymer. Synthetic fabrics, lads. Very, very high tech. Come on, high-speed connectors. You can do this. Don't make me commentate the entire time. Please. We're nearly done. It's over, lads. Done. Right. Oh, I can still make one more. Intriguing. I thought we could make exactly 30. But anyway, let's come back here. So where are we now? So wait, if we go back to Alien Megafauna, can I now do this one? Yes, we can, because that's what we needed our high-speed connectors for. Start research. That should be that one complete. Yeah. Yeah, that was satisfying. Power switch we were going to do, I believe. Start that research. Great. Yeah, these ones we'll leave until we've got production for some of this stuff up and running, I think, because you need a lot of them. So we got fabric here. So this one I needed 25 fabric for, and then there's this one that needed a lot more. Yeah, okay. So we should be good to just craft. How much fabric could we craft? This list is so big. Oh man, not quite enough. Oh, it's alright, we just need some biomass, that's what we're lacking. And see, this crafting table lets me use stuff that's in my dimensional depot straight away. So why doesn't the man? Why? Right, so that's our 25 fabric we need for that first one. So let's get that unlocked straight away. And then what I'm hoping now is we'll have a new recipe, which I don't know how it works actually. Let's see. So do I just have like now an alternative fabric recipe? Where is it? Oh, I thought that's what we got. Oh, have I not? Let's look at that properly so I can understand what we've just done. I assumed it worked in a way that it didn't. So rewards is fabric. What? And I hate that you can't click on these things afterwards. So I assume that that is an alternate recipe. Oh, it is. It's here. You just need water. It's a refinery recipe. Damn. That's kind of cool, though. Like, I'm tempted to do something like that down by our power station just to make loads of fabric. So fabric becomes like something we need later to make like filters for our gas mask and our hazmat suit for radiation purposes, stuff like that. So fabric becomes quite a cool thing that you might want to automate, and this gives us a really good way of automating it. So that's cool. I haven't really messed around with that stuff before, so that's quite an interesting one for us to dig into another time. But it is looking like then what we're going to have to do is just actually manually craft a bit more fabric. Oh, sorry everyone, just to complete this little bit. How much mycelia have I got? Let's use some alien protein for this task, just because I want to keep the mycelia because we need that for making fabric as well. Oh, I've got no inventory space. Curses. Let's go and drop off some of this quartz. I'm carrying like a lot of the quartz. I probably don't need quite that much. And I need some more quick wire for something. Oh, God. No, wrong way. Also wrong way. Let's keep one pile for now. You guys can go in. Do I need any silica? I don't think I do. There we go. Got a bit of space back. I wish there was a key to do sort. Maybe there is. Do you reckon there is? I'll Google it. Right. Let's craft ourselves some more fabric then. So how much fabric do we need? 50 all in. We still need 500 quick wire. And we're not there at all. I'll have to bloody go to the box again. How has that happened though? I thought I'm confused. Maybe it's gone a bit screwy for some reason. I thought we needed 1,500 and we picked up 1,500. Don't get it. Don't get it. Right, there we go. There's our fabric done. So that should let us now unlock this. So we can create a gas mask. So let's actually see if we can create one of those real quick. In fact, before I do that, I do just want to check. It's a bit strange, this list. Like, why haven't all of these things disappeared? Is it because, oh, we needed some of these. Right, let's see if we can unlock these real quick. So he needs 5, he needs 10, that's fine. So let's get that one unlocked. Donk. Let's get this one unlocked. Just to get rid of all this stuff we've got in our inventory. Lovely. Him, he's a bit too intense at the moment, and him, so that's fine. Then in here, oh, we didn't look at this one. I would like to try and do this. I'm not sure we'll have time. We'll try and squeeze it in before the end of the episode. We'll see if we can, because the only thing is making this smokeless powder is hard. It's a refinery job again. But we might be able to set something up real quick to do it. We'll have a look. I can't remember exactly what's involved. So what's left needing quickwire then? That's what I'm confused by at this point. Did I pick something in here that needs quickwire? I don't think I did. Didn't add any of these to the to-do list. Oh, this guy we were going to research. Off you pop. Nice. So now this gives us actually some really interesting recipes for making, some more alternative recipes for making our inhalers, which is quite cool, actually. I might try and do those off camera so they're done. So there's nothing else that needs quickwire. I don't know why that was still in the list. Now let's add that to the to-do list. I should be able to do that one relatively quickly. So we got priority power switch is what it is. Oh, okay. It has taken the other ones off automatically. So fine, we'll just wait for that to tick up. We'll go and see if we can grab some black powder. But what we also wanted to do is see if we can make our gas mask. We can make filters for the gas mask. They need fabric coal and iron plates. And then where is the actual gas mask itself? Isn't that in here as well? Huh? Yeah, there it is. And for this, we also need some fabric, some copper, and some steel pipes. So that's cool. Let's get this one done first, since we were talking about it. It's very easy to get distracted and go and do something else. I didn't pay attention to how much fabric we actually needed for those things, so we'll just make a whole bunch. Need to get some mycelia in. It's been a while. This is our dimensional depot getting used as well, so we're nearly down to like 1 stack remaining. Hopefully about 50 fabric should be sufficient. Oh, go on then, a few more. There we go. A gas mask. Craft. Oh wow, that is exactly enough for the gas mask. We only need to make that once though. So he's like a permanent equipment. And we can put him on our head like this. So that's it. There's no other fanfare to that. That is it. How much fabric do we need to make a filter? Just so we can demo that. Just 2. Cool. So see, this is why it's in our interest. Though these things are, the filters are, what's the word I want? Perishable. So you use them and they run out. In the same way that when you use your fuel for your jetpack, it's got like a little it's coloured in and it gets emptier and emptier and emptier. It does that with the filters as well, except once they're empty, they're gone forever, sort of thing. So we'll just make a couple here, so we've just got some, and then hopefully we can demo this real quick. Oh, what have I not got enough of? Coal. Interesting. So getting them automated would be great. So now how this works is it's automatic. As long as you've got these little filter things in your inventory, when you... oh, what's that? We haven't got any room for that. Hang on. What was I saying? Yeah, as long as you've got these guys in your inventory, they'll automatically get used when you go near some gaseous sort of guy. So if we head over to our nobelisk factory, I'm hoping we can grab some black powder to try and do that bit of research before we say goodbye. We'll see if we can get the rifle unlocked before we go. That would be pretty cool. So where's my factory gone? I thought it was this way. Oh yes, here it is. Oh my god, a slomersloop on the top of this little mountain. Hello. It's not really a mountain, is it? This little bit. We'll call it a bit. Lovely. Extra slomersloop. So now getting the slomersloop is useful, see, because we want to have a nice stockpile of those for when we want to like boost production for any reason. They're very, very useful. So I'm hoping this guy should have like loads of black powder waiting. He does, and this guy should. Yeah, because they're overproducing, so that's fine. We can take that and I'll stick some of that in my dimensional depot, so it's just there for future use. Cool. So let's head back to... Well, actually, we don't even need to. We can just chuck a man down right here, can't we? I always forget about that. And because it's in this factory, it needs to be the right colour scheme. That's not the right colour scheme. Which one was it? This one. Oh, yeah, that's cool. I kind of dig the yellow. It looks nice. Right. Which tree was this one under? Sulphur, I think. So we got the plastic. We got the smokeless powder. Let's start that research. Sorry, we've got the black powder, and now we've got the recipe smokeless powder, which now lets us unlock these things. So if we need to make a whole bunch of smokeless powder to get these. So I'm interested in this. We need 50 for that as a starter for 10. So maybe we'll just do that one for today. Let's add that to the to-do list. And let's have a quick look at this, and we'll have a look what we need. I thought it was something like this. So we need some heavy oil residue to create it. Which is fine, because what we could do is maybe cut back a little bit on our power like we did before. So let's head over there straight away in our plastic and rubber production area. We're turning a little bit of the excess heavy oil residue into fuel. But we do have a sort of main power station now, so we don't need that as much. So if we just hop in this hypertube, we'll go over to where we're producing our plastic. We'll check the power situation as well. I think we should be fine. We'll lose 250 watts, megawatts, but I think we can live with that. And if anything, what it'll mean is I'll just, between episodes, I can go off and I'll just duplicate our existing oil power station so that we'll just double up on that, and then we'll have loads of power. Right. So, what are we talking about? So over in this corner, so we did have this fuel, this heavy oil residue is being turned into fuel, which is then we're using for our packaged fuel. So that's cool. I kind of feel like I want to keep that one going. Yeah, he's using that. We're making a nice amount of fuel. Got loads spare. I am sinking some, look, so like it's good. This is all ticking along, and I don't want to touch it, basically. I don't want anything to go wrong there. So what I'm talking about doing now is we'll take this situation where this guy is making heavy oil residue, or is using this heavy oil residue to make fuel, and we can change him to make smokeless powder. No, sorry, wait a sec. Yeah, we will change him to make smokeless powder, because a refinery has 2 inputs. And this would just have to then be like a manual thing. That's the only thing I dislike about this, is like, it's hard to automate. So like, I'm just trying to think how we do it. We could set up a thing that's just temporary. I think we'll do it just so we can unlock the gun. And we'll leave the power station here. We'll just hook it back up again afterwards, is probably my plan. I think we'll just double over this thing just to try and cover up some of those leaves. Maybe throw a bomb or 2 down. Oh god. Have I not got... Oh, I've not got any more bombs. Let's do... I'm going to tick that box again, actually. Nobelisk. Give me some of those, please. Right. Let's get rid of some of this foliage. That'll do. Oh, maybe that one bit there as well is bothering me. Okay, so let's make a replacement refinery here. It's just going to be a temporary guy. In fact, will I be able to do it in a way? I'm just thinking, because... So what I'm thinking of doing, I'll stop just musing so much and just start doing. So if we line this guy up... No, I don't want you to line up like that. Can you give me the blue line, please? So annoying it disappears like that. So I think it's about there. Is in line. And he'll need access to some of this heavy oil residue that's coming out of here. So I'm going to just hook this up really sloppy in the interest of time, just to see if this works how I'm hoping it might do. So what I'm going to do is pop down a box here. Oh god, not enough room. Just pop a box here. Not the prettiest, but we don't care about that for now. We just want to get enough stuff to complete a mission. And what I'm going to do is put this black powder stuff in there. And in fact, I've got some in my pocket, haven't I? So let's get that one out. This is not the right screen. Where is he? There. So we'll take that black powder as well and put that in. So now he's got a whole load of black powder coming. This guy is only making exactly enough heavy oil residue to power this refinery that's powering the power station, right? So what I'm thinking of doing is maybe just like making this run non-optimally for a little bit, and I don't really care if that's how it runs. So let's just see. If I look at this, I just want to check my power usage. So we're producing 340. If we go down to... This is doing 250, right? Yeah. So if we go down to 3,200, we've still got loads of spare, so it's fine. So we'll... have I got a power wire here? Oh, he looks like he's full. Are we going to get to demonstrate the thing we talked about before? We'll just swap him for a Mark II. Stretch it down this way, get an extra power line. Plug him in there. Oh, we've been playing for 2 hours. I know. We're going to just try and do this quick, though. No need to have a go at me. Smokeless powder, go. Now, I don't think this guy is going to be able to run at 100%. He's going to run at like 50% maybe, because he's not going to be able to get enough heavy oil residue. In fact, I don't even know if he'll get any heavy oil residue. But what I was hoping I could do, see, is just maybe like fudge it a little bit. Like if we wait and let this just carry on I'm thinking eventually what will happen is this will run at 50%, this will run at 50% until this stops. And then this will just run at 100% again afterwards. So that's what I'm going to hopefully set up, and we'll just leave that going. But for the sake of trying to do what we want to do, let's disconnect this so that the power station stops. And hopefully this guy can now have all of that material to produce some goods. He's not got any heavy oil residue yet. Well, that's okay, we'll give him a moment. Let's just extend this floor out a little bit. I am doing this right? Yeah, he's got loads of the black powder. He's just got no heavy oil residue coming. Come on, lads. There we go. It's finally coming up. Well, I'll reconnect those pipes again after the end of the recording. And hopefully he should start now. And what I'm going to do is just dump a little box here for us to put some in, and I might just dimensional depot it just to make it easy so I don't have to come back here again. But at the same time, I figure like we're going to have to come back here just to drop off more black powder if we want to make some more. So this will just be a sort of semi-automated solution for now that I can live with. Okay, so we're just going to need to wait a little while. I think it's going to be a bit tedious, isn't it? So maybe we'll just leave this running and we'll sign off here for today, I think, since we've done our 2 hours. We'll resume and unlock this gun next time. Hopefully. I just want to see if he's actually doing it, though. Come on. Why can't I? Oh, it's because I'm doing that. Where's his heavy oil? This is lit up. Why hasn't he got any? What's going on, lads? These guys are producing. That looks full. Oh, he started. He's finally started. There we go. So he's making our first one. Let's have a look. Can we just see it come rolling off? There they go, rolling off the belt, look. So we just need 50 of those to be produced, you see. So that is going to take some time at this production rate. So we'll sign off. We'll resume on that thing next time. I might do a little bit of tinkering between episodes, but we'll save that MAM unlock for that. And then we're going to crack on with manufacturing and get some big things up and going. But anyway, as ever, guys and girls, thank you very much for hanging out with me. It's been fun, as always. I will catch you very soon. Next time.